This video is part 1 of 2 videos that demonstrate how to set up and perform a model comparison test. Watch the model comparison video first to understand how a model comparison test works. Let's create a new project. Open the model comparison window. Click the Create Project button, enter a name for the new project, and then click Save. Open the test time window. Enter the number of images to record. In most cases, 30 or fewer test images are sufficient. Select an analysis rate or the number of images analyzed per second. The analysis rate must be within the camera frame rate limit. For example, if the camera frame rate is 60 Hz, the analysis rate cannot go over 60. Lockable settings are specific program settings that cannot be altered after a model comparison project has been locked, as changing their values would invalidate any test image sequences that have been saved to the project. The following lockable settings must be set before the project can be locked. Enable image averaging and set the number of images to average to 32 images. Higher settings can be used to reduce image noise for a long test time. Lower settings should be used for short test times requiring faster temperature response. Make sure the currently installed camera lens is selected. Set calibration range to the lowest range for the currently installed lens to maximize measurement sensitivity. Higher calibration ranges should only be used when device temperatures exceed the low range during the test. Make sure the flip image horizontally and vertically boxes are set appropriately to view images in the correct orientation. Typically, both boxes are checked when the camera is mounted, looking down with the top of the camera facing the operator. Make sure that noise reduction and image smoothing are disabled. Save these settings to the project folder. Ensure other program settings are set. Press the Spectrum Color Palette button. Activate image subtraction. Note, when activated, there is a gray zone between the green and blue colors of the spectrum palette that represents a temperature change of 0. Set the palette min and max values to 0 and 20 degrees C, respectively, and then click the Set button to set the image subtraction default max and min values. Note that these values can be adjusted to accommodate the specific heating ranges of each project. The instrument should be powered, connected to the PC, and set to the proper current and voltage limits. Open the Relay Setup window, check the Enable Relays box, and then check each relay that will be used. Enter the appropriate activate and deactivate times for each relay. Typically, the activate time is set to 0 and the deactivate time is set equal to the test time so that the device is powered for the duration of the test. Save these settings to the project folder. Once a project file is locked, it cannot be unlocked. Project files should only be locked after test setup is complete and no further adjustments need to be made to lockable settings. Test sequences are automatically saved at the completion of each test only if the project is locked. Click the Lock Project button to lock the project. Regions can be used to define specific areas on the device to evaluate. There may be areas on the device, such as power leads or connectors, that should be excluded as they may cause false test failures due to high or inconsistent heating. When one or more regions exist, fail sites are evaluated only in areas enclosed by regions. If no regions exist, then the entire image is tested. Draw one or more regions to enclose areas on the device to evaluate. Save project regions to save the regions to the project folder. Click the link in the description for more information on this topic.